You are wasting your early 20s. I wish someone told me this when I was like 19 or 20. But the fact is, in 2026, the amount of different things that people have to deal with is actually insane. Nowadays in life, especially this year, you're probably feeling like there's so many people way ahead of you and you're so far behind from everybody else. You want to try and make money online, but nothing's working. You want to improve those bad habits. You want to start going to the gym, but it's just all failing for you. And then you see all those people on social media making the money you wish you could be making and all the experiences you want to experience. But instead, you're just laying in your bed having no direction of what you want to do in life, and just all the days are blending together. And the sad reality is, the older you get, the worse it's going to be for you. You're still going to be in that loop. And one day you're going to wake up and you're 30 and you haven't done anything you wanted to ever do in your life. So especially now, this is a time you start taking those actions and taking those risks. So instead of you looking at it through a screen, you're actually living. You know what you need to do, but you're just not doing it at all. Einstein once said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. So if you're just sitting there always laying in your bed eating fucking hot chips all night and you want a six pack, you're never going to get it if you don't go to the gym, fix your diet, fix your sleep, anything like that. Same thing goes with money. If you want to make money, you need to start taking action into doing it, whether it's like a sales job, whether it's just like dropshipping, whatever you need to do. You need to get on your feet and actually do the work to get to where you want to get to. The reason why that barrier to entry for most people is so difficult is because they're either scared or they're embarrassed of being noticed. But to me, that is actually fucking insane. You and I are not as important as you think we are. We are just single individual beings on this planet with 9 billion other people living with us, or whatever the fucking number is. People don't care about you as much as you think they do, which is actually an amazing thing for you. Remember when I first started posting on social media, I was so scared that kids from my hometown would find my videos and try to, make fun of me. But I realized they found those videos, they probably did it for like a day or two and didn't give a fuck afterwards. You're not that important. People move on. People have things to do with their lives. Being stuck up in this comfort and complacency mindset will never get you anywhere. Trust me, I know from firsthand experience. Whether it's me working, I get complacent when I'm doing really, really good and not pushing it to the next level. I'm comfortable when I don't want to wake up at 8 a.m., get to fucking work because I just want to lay in bed. I've been working all my fucking life for the past 2 months and I don't want to keep working. I just want to lay in bed or play the game. But I know I need to get uncomfortable to get to where I want to get to, because I'm never going to live my dream life if I just sit in my bed all day. I'm going to live my dream life if I take action, if I get uncomfortable, and I do the things that 99% of people won't do. Being stuck in a mediocre life will kill you and your dream. Right now, you probably have this one fixed routine that's not helping you get to where you want to get. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where the guy's so miserable when he's going to work, getting stuck in traffic, at work, and then at home, he has the same facial expression. And I'm thinking to myself, that fish probably had some dreams and aspirations. He probably wanted to do some fire shit with his life, but he just never did it and never took action. Same thing applies with real life. You're probably just chilling, binge watching a show, whatever you're doing, waiting for the weekend. The weekend hits and it's not as cool as you thought it was. It was probably chill for like 2 hours, and after that, it was just like whatever, It was the same weekend. And that's when time starts to just fly by and you're in the cycle over and over and over again. I feel like another root cause of living in this complacent, consistent lifestyle is your stimulants. You are so fried. You don't realize this shit right here has fucked your brain. It's fucked my brain. And I'm trying to unfuck it every single day, but it's so hard. I'm choosing such cheap dopamine levels where it feels like work is just so boring. I remember when I first started working, taking sales calls, I was like, bro, this is so boring. I want to watch fucking AI slop videos and fucking like tung 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 sahur. I don't want to fucking sit here and talk to old people. I want to just have fun on my phone scrolling all the time. But those are the moments that really define you and change you. If you're willing to give up those cheap dopamine hits like porn, brain rotting, doom scrolling, all that stuff, your life will change so much for the better. It's super easy to just go on your phone and scroll TikTok, but it's another level if you can sit there, be disciplined with your body, go to the gym every day, and actually work on yourself. It's hard to delay that gratification. It's hard to just slap your dick on the table and take control of your life, but oftentimes it's needed. The reason why people are where they want to be and you're not is because they took action. Predecessor to everything is action. The people that are most successful, they move their body without even thinking. They don't have a second thought about what they need to do. They just do it because they know that's going to be beneficial for them. And if they start having this little just inner dialogue with themselves and start trying to negotiate, then they'll lose, because your mind wants you to stay comfortable. It wants you to lay in bed for the next 3 hours instead of getting up and doing your fucking workout. You need to realize that sooner or later because it will destroy you before you even realize it. If you tell yourself you're gonna do something and you don't do it, you're breaking a promise to yourself and you're telling yourself psychologically it's okay to break promises. How do you expect to live the life of your dreams if you're okay with breaking those promises every single day to yourself? For example, you said you're gonna start running, you're gonna run a mile to start off, and you don't even run the mile, you run like half the mile. Probably gonna feel like shit for not even doing the mile, but now you know what you can improve on. The next time you're gonna get to 0.7 miles, 0.9 miles, and then you finally hit a mile. But instead, if you didn't do any of that at all, and you just told yourself on the day you said you're gonna run a mile, then I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna stay home, I'm not gonna do it, you would have never known. You would never have progressed anywhere because failure teaches you so much. But if you don't have that teacher to teach you, then you're just gonna be so clueless and always be so sad and always just be like, why can't this be me? Because you don't choose to fail. I think of failure as like you're on a fucking map, right? You're driving somewhere. If you miss your exit, it doesn't mean it's over. You just got redirected. It might take a little longer, but you're still gonna get to your destination. That's how you have to treat failure. It's a lesson for life, and that's how you're gonna make sure you don't fuck it up again, and you're gonna keep improving. So if you don't accept failure in your life, you're just gonna feel sorry for yourself about the things that you could have done and be this negative feedback loop. But you have to realize life is what you make of it. If you think you're sad, if you choose to be sad, if you do actions that make you sad, you're gonna be sad. If you choose to think about being happy, you're gonna be happy. It's like the half glass full type of thing. Right now you're looking at it half empty. When you start looking at it half full, you need to start thinking about the good things in your life and start being optimistic. And with that, that's when you know shit's gonna start getting better. It might not work immediately, and that's when failure comes in. But that's a learning lesson. That's just a fucking bump on the road. You're gonna get over that bump. You're gonna keep going. And you're gonna fucking escape the rat race and finally live that life you always wanted to live just because you had an optimistic mindset. Just because you believed. And just remember, making that mindset switch is easy, but it's just the action that's gonna be hard. Nothing good ever comes easy. If it was easy, we would all have everything we wanted. So just realize this. You can start thinking happy thoughts. That will help you, but it's the action that's gonna be hard. I know I've struggled with it a lot. I've failed so many times, but I'm so optimistic about my future. I know that I will get to where I want to get to, and I'm excited because life is better when you start taking these calculated risks. Doing those calculated risks and getting out of your comfort zone, that will build you as a man. Nothing will get you further than doing those little things. That was some real fucking spill right there. I hope I helped at least just one person out. That was my goal with this entire video, and for them to realize that they can be doing more. So, yeah, late.